So now we're going to do a feather stitch. It's kind of similar to the last one we did, the cretin stitch, but it's a little bit less structured. Okay, so I'm just coming up here and across from where I've come up, I'm going to go back down. And again, I'm keeping a loop on top of the fabric there to come up again in the center. So in the center of those 2 points, but down a little bit, so I get that kind of V shape. Okay, and again, across from that point. And up in the center, but a little bit further down. And again, across, so you're almost moving diagonally across the fabric there. Okay, and each stitch is kind of coming from the previous stitch. Now I can start to move the other way too. And across. So I'm moving diagonally the other way. And up again inside that loop. And I'm going to move back across the other way. So you can see you can be a bit more kind of random, a bit less structured with a stitch like this. But the thing is, you do have to kind of work down rather than like down and diagonally one side or the other. You can't move from the bottom up with this stitch because you're always reliant on the previous stitch. You're coming from the bottom of the previous stitch. Okay, so when you get to the end, when you feel like you're done, on that last stitch there, you're just going to come down on the other side of that. So where my thread is coming from there, I'm on the top of that loop. I'm going to bring my needle through on the bottom of that loop so that I catch that in place. Okay, so that's nice and secure now. It's not going to go anywhere. And then you can finish off with your stab stitches or with your weaving in at the back or whatever suits you. Okay, so that is your feather stitch.